Title: The Traveller's Tree. Long ago, in a vast and arid desert, there existed a magical tree called the Traveller's Tree. It was said to grow only in the harshest parts of the desert, where no water or shelter could be found. The tree had broad leaves that provided shade and bore golden fruit that could quench hunger and thirst with a single bite. Many travellers tried to find this legendary tree, but only a few succeeded, for it was hidden deep within the shifting sands. The tree was known for its peculiar power. It would only help those who truly deserved it. One day, a young traveller named Kian set out to find the Traveller's Tree. His village had been suffering from a terrible drought, and the rivers had run dry. Crops were failing, and people were growing weaker by the day. "I will bring back the fruit of the Traveller's Tree to save my village," Kian vowed. He carried only a small water skin, some bread, and an iron will. The journey begins. The desert was unforgiving. The sun blazed fiercely, and the sand burned Kian's feet. Days turned into weeks, and his water supply dwindled. Exhausted, he stumbled upon another traveller sitting beneath a makeshift shade of cloth. The traveller was old and frail, with cracked lips and sunburned skin. "Please, young man," the old traveller said weakly, "I have run out of water. Could you spare some?" Kian hesitated. He had so little left and wasn't sure if he would survive the journey, but seeing the desperation in the old man's eyes, he offered him the last of his water. The old traveller drank gratefully and said, "Thank you. Kindness in a desert is rare. May your path be guided." With that he vanished, leaving behind a strange stone that shimmered faintly in the sunlight. The path of doubt. As Kian pressed on, he encountered a merchant whose cart had broken down in the sand. The merchant was frantically trying to lift the cart, which was heavy with goods. "Traveller," the merchant called, "help me fix this cart, and I will share my riches with you." Kian considered the offer. The promise of wealth was tempting, but he knew he couldn't carry gold back to his village. It wouldn't save them from the drought. He shook his head. "I'm sorry, but I cannot stay. My people need me." The merchant smiled slyly. "Not all treasure glitters, traveller," he said cryptically, and then vanished, leaving behind a second shimmering stone. The final test. Kian finally reached the heart of the desert, where the sands gleamed like gold, and the air was eerily still. In the distance he saw the Traveller's Tree. Its leaves sparkled in the sunlight, and its golden fruit glowed with an inner light. But as Kian approached, a towering figure appeared in his path. It was a guardian made of sand and wind, its eyes glowing like fire. "Who dares seek the Traveller's Tree?" it boomed. "I do," Kian said firmly. "My village is dying. I seek the fruit to save them." The guardian stared at him for a long moment. Then it asked, "What makes you worthy? Many have come here seeking this fruit for their own gain. Why should I trust you?" Kian reached into his pouch and pulled out the two shimmering stones. "I gave what little I had to those in need and stayed true to my purpose, even when tempted by wealth. I have nothing else to offer but my word and my heart." The guardian examined the stones and nodded. "Your journey was your test, and you have passed. Take what you need, but remember, this tree thrives on selflessness. Its fruit will only grow for those who give as much as they take." The gift of the tree. Kian carefully plucked a single golden fruit and thanked the tree and the guardian. As he turned to leave, he noticed the tree's branches lowering as if to bow to him. The journey back was no less challenging, but Kian's heart was light with hope. When he returned to his village, he shared the fruit with everyone. To their astonishment, the single fruit nourished the entire village, and as they planted its seeds, water began to flow from the dry earth. The drought ended, and the village prospered once more. Kian never sought fame or fortune for his deeds, but the story of his selflessness spread far and wide, inspiring others to act with kindness and purpose. Moral: true greatness lies not in what you take, but in what you give. Selflessness and perseverance can transform even the most hopeless situations into miracles.